And several controversial statues removed from Baltimore nearly a decade ago are resurfacing in Los Angeles for an American history exhibit. That's prompting some to question the arrangement. And this includes several Confederate monuments taken down in 2017.
Fox 45's Jeff Abel looks into what's next for these statues and why some aren't happy about the cross-country move. Jeff.
You know, it was some 8 years ago when the city moved in and removed those Confederate statues at places like Wyman Park, pulled them right off their pedestals. Well, until recently, they had been sitting at the city's impound lot, but tonight they're sitting in a museum. At 4 different locations in this city, the Confederate monuments are gone, but many frustrations are not.
Stay away. Stay away. I don't know if we want to melt them down and use them for something else, or if it should just be trash.
It was 8 years ago when protesters grew violent over the removal of a Confederate monument in Charlottesville, and in Baltimore, city leaders were growing concerned. A week later, in the middle of the night, city crews moved in and began pulling Baltimore's Confederate statues from their pedestals.
With the climate of this nation, that I think it's very important that we move quickly and quietly.
The statues were trucked to the city's impound lot, where they've sat locked and secured, but hardly secure enough.
And now it's 8 years later, and during this time, the monuments have suffered tremendous vandalism. Someone obtained access to a secured facility and actually had an opportunity to saw off appendages of the monuments.
Now the city's damaged monuments are turning up 2,600 miles away, where in October they will become part of a monuments exhibit at the Museum of Contemporary Art in Los Angeles. The exhibit will examine the evolution of the Confederate monument in the United States.
At this point in time, it's not art. I mean, it's vandalism. And we're supposed to be proud of vandalism that destroyed monuments.
Terry Klima is commander of Maryland's Sons of Confederate Veterans. He says the monuments deserve to be back in Maryland and back on display.
Why do we have to go out to Los Angeles to see monuments that we're supposed to be able to see as taxpayers?
But at Wyman Park today, not everyone seemed convinced that the monuments deserve a place in the park.
Inside of like a museum, that's one thing. In public parks, these are not heroes we want to be indemnifying.
The monuments will return to Baltimore when the exhibit ends in March, but it's still unclear where their final resting place will be.
For 8 years, we've kicked the can down the road, and it appears as though we're still kicking it.
Well, the monuments are supposed to be protected by Maryland's Historical Trust, which is also supposed to provide public access to the monuments. We're live in Wyman Park tonight. Jeff Abel, Fox 45 News.
I'm Kai Jackson. Thank you for watching. Here's another video to watch. Also, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel.